A time of troubles. Good evening. I imagine some of you may not feel inclined to listen. After all, it is not difficult to close one's eyes, turn away, and pretend the world outside is but a distant echo. But echoes have a way of returning, don't they? And so tonight, I ask that you open your eyes, your ears, and your minds to a simple truth that cannot be escaped any longer. We are living in times of extraordinary trouble. We live in a world where fear is currency and division is the law of the land. They speak of peace, yet every corner of our lives is governed by the invisible hand of control, of surveillance, of deceit. They promise protection, yet we are prisoners in our own homes. They offer comfort, but only if we are willing to trade away our freedom, bit by bit, piece by precious piece. Do you feel safer? Do you feel free? You see, this world, our world, wasn't built overnight, and it wasn't built by accident. It was forged in the fires of complacency, crafted by those who fed on the silence of the masses. It is a world made not by tyrants alone, but by the indifferent, the passive, and the frightened. Oh, how easy it is to look at our circumstances and believe this is simply how things must be, that this madness, this uncertainty, is the natural state of affairs. But allow me to offer a different perspective. The state of the world is not the product of some inevitable force. It is not the will of fate. It is the sum of choices. Choices made by those in power, yes, but also by you, by me, by all of us. For every time we chose silence instead of action, every time we traded liberty for security, we let the chains grow tighter. And now here we stand, teetering on the edge of ruin, staring down a future where our voices mean nothing at all. They tell us to trust them, to follow blindly. But I say, trust your own eyes. Look around. What do you see? A system that works for the few while the many are left to struggle. A machine built not to serve the people, but to grind them down. Fear, they say, keeps us in line. But fear is a weapon, and it has been used to bind us, to make us believe that change is impossible. But there is always hope, my friends. For as long as there are those willing to ask questions, to speak the truth even when it is uncomfortable, to resist even when it is difficult, there remains the possibility of something better. A world where we are not shackled by fear, where the lies of the powerful no longer hold sway over the hearts and minds of the people. Do not mistake me. This road will not be easy. It will require courage, the kind of courage that does not waver in the face of overwhelming odds. It will demand sacrifices, sacrifices that may cut deeper than you could ever imagine. But take heart, for history has shown time and again that true change is born not in comfort, but in adversity. This moment is when we decide who we are. Will we be the generation that let darkness reign, or will we be the spark that lights the flame of rebellion, the flame of truth, the flame of freedom? The choice is yours. It always has been. So rise, speak, resist. The future is not written, but it will be forged by the hands of those who refuse to submit. And when they ask what became of us in the end, may the answer be clear. We did not fall. We stood, and we fought. Good night.